So I just hit 3,400 subscribers, and I haven't even posted a video in almost 3 months, and that's just not okay. So I'm going to make this quick update video, show you what I've been doing, because I've actually been really busy, but I just haven't put a video together. So here's this. Alright, so I got a bunch of stuff, and I'm turning it on the lathe for the sputter gun. Got the pull piece, goes in here, copper thing, goes there. The ITO, microwave oven transformer. Alright, let's see what we're at for pressures here. A little bit of plasma. Now I got a full ground shield on it. This is the second stage evaporator. This was a 2-stage refrigerator, but I never got the ethylene for stage 2. It just got down to, negative 40 or whatever I think it was on this one. This really sucks. A lot of dirt on my face after that one. So there it is, up on some plywood. I got a little diesel cup in there, which hopefully will make a bunch of diesel vapors rather than oxygen in there. Now I'm going to just tape it off. Just a wooden arm I made as a test for an upcoming project. Alright, so I just got this beautiful engine at the dump. I don't know, I figured I'd take it, and I think I'm going to make it into a steam engine. Real quick, Alright, so now when I plug it in, it should work. Here it is, the world's worst rocket engine ever. Now I'm taking 20 thousandths to finish it off. So here's the engine on a test stand, or it shouldn't be making that much thrust, just on the gaseous fuel. Just gonna use propane, which sucks, and then a little bit of oxygen, or cooling. So it just goes on like that. These tanks must have been pretty old. You can see all the oil that condensed out of the propane. It's gonna be a pain. I gotta throw away all this snow. So the main thing with these is really gonna be the valves. These are the rocket engine new valves. These are the oxidizer and fuel tanks for the rocket engine. That's what I'm gonna use. Just gotta insulate it. So what's going down here is I'm just gonna try and fire it up with just the more than 40 amps going through that, into that. Oh, there goes our ballast. Better unplug that. So I'm going to see if I can make a little stovetop distillery with some scrap copper, lead, shears, and a blowtorch. There, 5.68, and then I'm just going to 3.141592654 the hell out of that. Clamp this middle part down, a little bit, but obviously with 2 hands. So there's the inside of it. Anneal this top piece. We just want to cool it down as fast as possible. So there it is. I sanded a bit of the extra stuff off, put a little water in it. It did hold water. This thing did actually work, by the way, but it tasted really coppery. Fixing an 1100 liter per second turbomolecular pump's magnetic bearing. $20,000 wiring job. So right now I'm just taking the finishing cut off that inside diameter. What I'm going to do now is coat this copper board and a little bit of photoresist. Alright. So there's the board. All the copper's etched off, and now all we have to do is throw it in this resist remover. So there it is. Looks pretty good. I'm doing them up a 1/4 inch so I can get in the weld. So this is a giant 40 or 50,000 watt induction heater. I'm still working on this. It should be done in, like, I don't know. It depends on how long it takes to get these parts. Designed and printed these parts and everything. And, you know, we got all the MOSFETs down there. These giant IGBTs. These are some really nice snubber capacitors. There's another really big capacitor. Look at this tank capacitor. It's giant, and it's going to be all water cooled. This whole liquid cooler. I have a big radiator. Waiting for parts. So this is going to be done pretty soon. Turn them on the lathe and they go right in. Pretty nice fit. And then the shaft just goes right in there. Really nice, no slop. So I'm just cutting it now, taking it down. It's right on the bearing. Goes right on like that. So there's all the coils. Tried to bend up this, but it ended up buckling, so I'm gonna have to get a different bender for that. Which kind of sucks because I did a lot of machining on this one. So here's the flange. Got it pretty much done. I haven't welded these corner things in, just cut them out. Gotta weld stuff. So I fixed this compressor a while back in a video, and it's for a big helium liquefier. It wouldn't take much to get it going. I have pretty much everything I need. This is a 20 horsepower, 3-phase motor. Like all the gauges, all the valves, everything was done. These are all the filters for the system, because when it comes out of here and goes into here, you need to filter the oil and cool it and everything. I was going to use these to filter some of the helium, you know, various absorbers and desiccants and stuff like that. And then hook it up to the big vacuum insulated heat exchanger system. This is 304 stainless steel 20-inch flange, by the way. It's going to be the vacuum chamber, and then over here we have some of the vacuum insulated heat exchangers, blah blah blah. So this is really very thick walled stainless steel tubing. So it was gonna go through like big throttle valves like this, and I was even gonna have a turbo expander and everything. So it was gonna be mainly Joule Thompson's because it's really high pressure, but I was also gonna have a turbo expander because there is some flow as well, and you know, it's gonna get a lot better efficiency. I've sort of been throwing all my money into other things right now, so this has been sitting here for a while, but I still really want to get it going because I really want to have liquid helium, and I can't buy it. And this would also make tons of liquid nitrogen and everything else I want to. Let's see if this works a little bit at all. I don't care, I just want to try it. Here's my wacky new bike, 125, manual, 4 gears. Yeah, I'm going to take it for a ride, like a long one too. I don't know if it's going to make it the whole way, but we're going to try it. We made it on this. It made it. I lost the air filter though. Well, I made it back. I don't know how, but I made it back. Alright, so I'm going to build a computer. Just got a bunch of stuff from Newegg. That's a big CPU. This is just 3.7 gigahertz quad core. It's only like $300. Probably going to sell this and get a bigger one. And 120 gigabyte solid state drive. And the graphics card. Here is our motherboard. Pretty nice, big socket. So, get in there. There we go. We got it. Alright, sweet. An extra 3 gig SATA. I'm probably going to leave it like this. Alright, so there it is. Now I'm closing it up. And boom! It's done. Alright, we got our Windows 7 Home Premium going in. And here it is now. It works really good. I used it to edit this video. There's like 12 terabytes of storage in it now. The patterns. There's the bottom. There's the top. Just this like beach looking sand is good. Enough. That looks like that. The core in it. There's a bird there. It's right there. Not running away. Get out of here. Come on. Why is he not leaving? So here they are, the skull. I'm a bit messed up on this side. Okay, my crazy sculpture didn't really come out. That's expected. This is copper. Yes, finally made a copper skull. This bird. Hey buddy, how's it going? I really am this close to him too. Now you'd think I'm zoomed in on him, but I'm really not. I'm really right here. Hey buddy, how's it going? Yeah, he bit me. I don't have any food for you. Can I pet you? No, not gonna let me pet you. See, you got a lot of aluminum ingots up here. I actually had a ton more at one point. This was like 5 high, but I've sort of used it. Yeah, here's some random steam engine parts, bits and bobs, stuff like that. Here's some of the other junk I've been casting. There's actually quite a bit more than this. The burners worked out perfect. I haven't had to upgrade. Alright, so I'm inside the tent right now. Here is my barium carbonate, copper oxide, yttrium oxide. Here we go, let's just push it in. Just like that. You see that nice light color? And here it is after the first calcination and regrind. You see it gets a lot darker. This just did the calcination. Just dump that out. Alright, so here's the furnace. It's at 921 Celsius, which is 1691 Fahrenheit or whatever. There's the powder. It's gone through, I think, 3 calcinations. So there they are. There's the pellets. And I'm not going to leave them out too long. Just kind of going to turn this out just a tiny bit. Because, I mean, it's a single diaphragm regulator. So as the pressure drops, the flow rate increases. It'll bubble through the mineral water, the oxygen, so no air can get back in. I mean, you really want to go less than 100 degrees an hour. It's got a full FPV system. The range is only about 2 miles, but it works pretty good. And the plane still flies after almost a year. I think the batteries are dead though. In the cold, you know, I charged them last night. That really sucks. There's no wind at all. Like, absolutely none. That's steep. I'm not gonna film this part. Minn Kota 30 pounds of thrust, you know, electric trolling motors. So as of right now, this is pretty much everything that's going in the ROV. But I'm going to be running them under oil inside of these, which I haven't turned yet, but I'm going to turn these on the lathe. These are going to run the lights Or this arm over here, door lock actuator things from car. This is like $4 for these two. And it's all welded up, there's no screws. So like, imagine I had to weld that. They're like, you know, the same price as these would be. So honestly, just buy some big things like this. You get a lot of thrust, very efficient, very big propeller. I could just thread another one on and replace it. I actually x-rayed the front of these, and they had a bunch of like big inductance or series resistors in the fronts, but I took those out so I could just run right in. Everything's gonna be oil compensated in this ROV. I want it to go pretty deep. So I'm using an Arduino for motor controls. I've already written the entire code. This is the processing code that I wrote to run the ROV. It's like 1,200 lines long. Everything's adjustable with the sliders. There's logarithmic scaling, maximum speed values, different send rates. There's sub trims. The Xbox controller runs everything. All the mixing's done. Everything works. All the buttons do stuff pretty much. And the Arduino reads it and it goes through a UDP. And then this Arduino pretty much just says, you know, what that is and sends it out to the motors. These are media converters. They take Ethernet in and output fiber optic on single mode duplex. We got two 500-foot long 12-gauge wires for power down. These are going to be running at 400 volts, and the fiber optic cables, 500 feet. Oh yes, right to it. So this should be done in a couple of weeks because I have everything here. I just have to assemble it. Probably going to be up soon, but I'm really not sure. So I drew up some boat plans and did a bunch of calculations, and I even made a scale model. So I've cut all the pieces for the bottom bulkheads, and I'm pretty much fed up with angles by now. So there's 3 bulkheads. So there it is, all clamped up. The next step is going to be throwing the bendy ones in. So what I'm doing right now is a little steam bending. I got a pot with some water in it, and just a little tube. So the top chines are in, and now I'm putting the bottom ones in. So got most of the wood on, glued up. I drilled a couple holes and put some plugs in. I mean, it's not light, but it's really not heavy either. So we cut a bunch of these and put them in the bow to act as nailers. And they were really annoying because we had to get the angle there, the angle here, the angle there. So I put the catapult motor mounts in, and rather than clamping, I just put a ton of weight on it. Hopefully it'll make them both perfectly true across. Now I gotta plane it down to size. Pretty much. Now I just gotta, you know, clean up the edges or whatever. So there it is. Filled all these in with PL mixed with sawdust, so it's a little lighter. Smoky in here. Time to get out. So I filled all the screw holes and whatever other holes there were. So there's the intake duct all finished. Pretty nice. Nice and strong. Alright, gotta sand it now. These aren't necessary. These are. And then just sort of move down as it goes. Alright, here's all the mounting stuff now. These 2 pieces here allow a nice foot to go. Alright, got the truck bed liner in it. I don't think durability is going to be a problem. I'm going to line this with it too later, but not right now. Alright, so now I got the top on, and I pulled most of the screws out. So this is where the boat's at right now. I've got a couple coats on the bottom. Still got to do the coats for the top, and then I got to layer it with black. It's going to be black and green. Should be done in not very long. I just got to throw the engine in it and whatever. So I've taken the whole engine apart again, just to check everything, make sure everything's still good. Sometimes you just got to use a giant wrench. These are size 12. It is. Polished it up. You can see how much shorter this shaft is than that one, and the seal's right here, and it fits just beautifully on there. So I just picked up this trailer, got it for free, got it from a friend, and I'm going to start making it smaller and a little bit better because there's some rust spots. So all this trailer needs is some U-bolts to throw it together. I'll probably finish it up tomorrow. I have all the other stuff for it too. So yeah, trailer's pretty much done. So this is actually a DNA sequencer, and I haven't quite got it going yet, but it should work. I just need to buy some consumables. It's like $300 worth of consumables, and I haven't had the money right now. This is a weather balloon sensor array. I'm going to be launching another one in like a couple months. Let me know if I should make a video about it. I could put like a GoPro on it or whatever, you know. It could be kind of cool. So here's some of the thin film stuff. There's actually a ton more. I really want to get into nano printing and making MEMS chips, but I haven't been able to yet. So I haven't actually showed this in a video, but this is my X-ray machine. People have been asking about it. I X-rayed that mouse. I haven't posted anything about it yet because you're supposed to be registered. So this is my setup though. This is just a dental unit, and then this is the one that I actually built out of an X-ray tube, and there's some power supply stuff here. I sort of took it all apart, and I had a bunch of shielding up for a while, but this is, you know, galvanadium terbium doped phosphor screen from X-ray cassettes. You just use some of that. X-rays go through, you see it on here. Now I have it set up with this, so there's just a mirror that goes through and sees the screen, and then I can take some pretty decent pictures. And then, because if the camera's in the way of the X-rays, you're going to get all the dead pixels when the radiation hits the photosensor, and it, you know, makes all these spots, those white spots. And then I have this thing, which is really ugly, don't look at it, but it's just a bunch of relays, and then this is just some buttons, so I can run into the other room and hit the buttons, so I can start taking a picture and then turn this on. I can show you this. This is polyethylene glycol and silicon dioxide. So this is a non-Newtonian fluid, similar to cornstarch and water. But it's, you know, the military strength stuff. I really shouldn't be handling this. That is the same thing as cornstarch and water, but not. It's a shear thickening fluid, just like cornstarch and water, but it's a lot stronger. So here's some of the stuff for the scanning electron microscope. Got an ion pump, photomultiplier tube, and all these supplies. I actually have a few more. These are all for like the electron gun, photomultiplier tube, electron deflection plates. I actually designed some circuits for it too. This was going to be the main outer chamber and this frame, but I sort of stopped because it isn't as accurate as I want, and I'm going to make one on the lathe like really accurate and really precise so that I can actually use it for research rather than just, you know, sort of for fun. I haven't got around to doing that yet, but I don't know. That's probably not going to be a video for a long time. This is an air compressor I found at the dump and modified so I can use it as an air gun. When I set these up to heat my basement, same efficiency as an electric heater, but you get bitcoins. I also went to Hawaii for a couple weeks to work on a project with Peter Brown. Underwater live streaming reef cameras. They're not public yet, but they did work pretty good, so a couple months or whatever, you'll see it. And then I stayed a little longer and did all the stuff you do when you're in Hawaii. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Hopefully I'll be posting some more stuff soon. I'm not really sure right now. It shouldn't be too long. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.